What's up, everyone? Welcome to Riff On This, candid conversations behind the music in Florida. If you know anything about music and Florida, you know this is a big old state and we have a ton of talent. But we're here for all the juicy details and amazing stories flowing behind all of the rhythms in the Sunshine State. I'm your host, Samara Kokinas, taking a break from the weather to catch a musical vibe with you. In the studio today, I am so excited because, you know, Orlando is known for boy bands. We've had Backstreet, we've had NSYNC, and we've had O-Town. But, you know, now we have a new and up-and-coming group, No Lonely Hearts. And I'm so excited to have you guys in the studio today. So let me just, this is a big old group. We haven't had this big of a group. You guys are the first ones for me. And I'm your first interview with the media, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce you guys one by one, and then, of course, your group name. So go ahead.
Cool. I'm Brian.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Aidan.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Alex, and we are
No Lonely Hearts.
You guys are this up-and-coming group. I know that's got to be really exciting for you, especially getting to work. I mean, you guys seem like you're just really good friends. Would you say that?
Yeah.
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 Brothers, friends.
It's like a minute. It's like,
You know, like sometimes we want to punch each other in the face, the other times we want a group hug, you know?
It's all about balance.
You know,
right?
it's about balance. You really need it.
It's true, but it's gotten to the point now where like we leave a room and we're like, love you.
yeah.
And then we're just like, hate you. No, I'm just playing.
So, you know, not everybody knows you guys are all from all over the United States. Two of you are from Orlando, or one's from Orlando, one's from Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
There you are. Okay, so tell us where you're from and how you guys, you know, got to meet and become a group that all live here together.
Absolutely.
You start.
Yeah. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, so this is not too far from me.
Right.
Well, I'm from Dallas, Texas, so a little far. It was a drive.
Yeah, it is, right?
Pennsylvania, north of Pittsburgh, so pretty far.
All right, Philly cheese. Got to remember that one.
I am from Orlando. It's home sweet home for me.
Not that far of a drive, huh?
Nah.
And I'm from New Jersey, so yeah, ways away, around Aidan. So
yeah. So how did you guys get to meet? And who? There's an original 2 or 3 of you guys, right? That were the originals.
Yes.
yeah.
The OGs, so to speak. So tell us how you guys all got to come together and become No Lonely Hearts.
So it was actually a nationwide search and audition process, which is really cool. There was a couple of them. I was at the very first one.
We were at the second one.
And yeah, so Alex and Aidan and I were in the first group, and then their stories are kind of different, but
Yeah.
they all joined.
It's just a joke. Basically, how much? Well, basically, let's say a family member of mine told me about this and got me connected with these guys, and yeah, so they flew me out here. I got to check it out for a couple days, and I had an audition process over the phone, and then yeah, they asked me if I wanted to join, and I said yeah.
Cool. What about you, Oliver?
So, funny enough, the family member who introduced Dylan to the group decided to, I don't know, I should be able to say
Extra details.
Extra details, you're right.
No longer
okay.
here.
Can't say that.
That's okay.
But there was an opportunity for me to come and audition at the studio where they were all there, and I got to meet them for the first time, and then I auditioned for myself, and they liked me, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll take this.
All right, awesome.
Our vocal coach actually recommended him
Yeah.
because
there
apparently
you
he
go.
worked with him before. So
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you for that.
So, I know that you guys all live in the house together. What is that like for you? Is that more like a brotherly situation, or do you guys actually work in your free time at home too?
It's a little bit of a mix of both.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think us 4, we're used to each other now, and we know like what annoys each other and what we like, you know, personal space, all that stuff. Oliver just moved in recently.
Yeah.
Since he turned 18, so it's like we're still getting used to how.
Yeah, he's still annoying, so we'll get there.
Littlest bro.
But,
Still getting new to the place.
but yeah,
still
we
moving
understand
in.
like each other's personal space on our days off. We try to just chill, but then when it's time to work, we get to work, and you know, we've come to enjoy living with each other. You know, some of us cook, some of us just have a fun time, play music, just always vibing with each other. It's really fun.
It's always loud.
It's always loud.
Very,
Very loud.
Very
whose
loud
fault is that?
So, when it comes to your backgrounds in music, I know a few of you have some musical backgrounds and a few just kind of got into it more so than anything. So, let's start with Dylan.
Yes, ma'am.
You always knew you kind of wanted to be a singer or a songwriter, right?
Yeah, I've always, growing up, you know, my dad sang a lot at weddings and stuff, and my mom was always singing to me. And then when my mom remarried, my stepfather, he really was into music, and you know, I just got into it, started doing social media posts, and then got pretty big online from posting singing videos, and then I started working in studios. It's just always what I wanted to do.
But you're a country music lover, aren't you? Being from
Absolutely,
Texas.
absolutely. I got to. Gotta love it. That's actually what I grew up on in the beginning. And then I slowly, you know, went to different genres and just trying to find the right fit.
There you go. So, Alex.
Hello.
Alex.
Hey.
I know that, you know, music has also been a little bit different in your household for you because you grew up with different genres of music. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. I wasn't always in music. I started off with like a lot of sports focus, and then I realized halfway through high school that I was like, that's what I want to do. But a lot of influences. My parents always grew me up with like, you know, Spanish music, obviously Latin, always dancing around the house, stuff like that. Mark Anthony, all those type of people. But myself, I always liked punk stuff a lot and pop and stuff. So Harry Styles, Machine Gun Kelly, all those type of influences.
I love
And
Machine Gun Kelly.
led me to where I am here. BTS, a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But, you know, when you were playing baseball, I know you said, you know, it became more of a passion, you know, for your dad. And that happens from time to time. You kind of like lose that love that you once had for a sport. But you actually faked an injury, didn't you?
I did, yes. I faked an elbow injury because obviously you need to throw in baseball. So I was like, oh no, I can't throw. So I faked an injury for my dad, but for the school team, they didn't know I had a faked injury. I just skipped practices. So I would hide around the baseball team, like in the hallways. So I would hide around the corner of a wall while they're passing me. And then I would go to my choir teacher after school. And then she would give me vocal lessons. So.
But she didn't do it for free, because I remember you said you spoke to your choir teacher, you wanted to learn how to sing, and you know, she obviously, everybody has to make money, but she did something really unique for you.
She let me clean the room to take vocal lessons with her. And then obviously at some point she was like, you know, it might be a little against the school rules if I kept going and stuff. So I was like, understandable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I get it. And then she just gave me all the exercises and I kept doing my stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that story.
She was just mad about how bad you were cleaning her room.
She said, wow, it was terrible.
You're not doing this. Sweep. Okay, so Brian, you were in musical theater, and you did a web series, from what I understand, right?
Yes, I did get my start with musical theater. I would actually also go to karaoke bars with my parents, and they were kind of like, perform, sing,
Yeah.
and I loved it and just found my love for performing that way. And then yeah, I was on a web series for 2 years.
Go ahead and say which one it is, because I already know. I got it right here in case you forgot.
It was called Hit Streak on Showmobile, first made for mobile series, which is really cool. And they flew us out to Radio Disney, and I got to DJ on there, which is really, really incredible.
That must have been a really cool experience. I mean, were your family members also kind of involved in music in any sort, or did they just kind of push you toward that direction because they saw your love for it?
My great-grandfather used to sing. I have one of his CDs,
Really?
but my parents don't really do anything musical, but they're super supportive. They're absolutely incredible, and I love them so much. They've always pushed me to be my best self and just go for it. So
Nice.
That's why I'm in a boy band.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. So which one of you did musical theater, also did Cats? Knew it.
I did
Knew
do
it.
musical theater,
It
and
did.
I did do Cats.
What cat were you?
Skimbleshanks,
Skimple.
the railway cat.
So what got you into that? I mean, I know you did the musical theater, but like, I mean, how was it to be able to perform something like that? And was it fun? Was it laborious? Tell us all about it.
It was both of those things.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was laborious. It was one of the coolest experiences because I did sports, but then I did musicals as well. So I was kind of caught in between. Mm-hmm. So it was really cool to do that. And my school was very big into like the production and like a lot of effort, and there was a lot of backing. So it was like a really good experience. But
Have you ever been to Broadway to see Cats?
sadly, no.
No. Bucket list.
Bucket list.
Bucket list. Got it. Got it. Got it. And you also sang in church, right?
I did, yes.
So did you start out in church and then go into high school to the musical theater stuff? Or?
I did a little bit of musical theater in middle school, and then I stopped like towards the end of middle school. And then I sung at church, and then towards my sophomore year of high school, I got back into theater.
Nice. So what genres did you grow up on? Which ones did you favor anyway?
My mom's side, like modern country, and on my dad's side, like Neil Young, like rock and roll, like old rock. Mm-hmm. So, but I love both of them. I still listen to both of them. I listen to everything.
We don't call it old, we call it classic. Okay. That's awesome. So, okay, so Oliver.
Yes, ma'am.
Your dad and mom have kind of a unique scenario here in Orlando where they've been involved in music for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So my dad used to do management for 2 other boy bands, 535 and Julian and the Heartthrob Heroes. That's what I grew up listening to, music-wise, boy band and pop. And he also grew me up on Linkin Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it for my dad. He also does like audio production for a bunch of bands and all of that stuff. And then my mom also sings a lot, and she does choir at church. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
So I noticed when I met with you guys last time before this interview that there's a really, really unique thing about Oliver. He makes a stank face when he likes something. Right? Thought I forgot about that, didn't you? Go ahead and do the stank face.
You have to.
He's like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's
So
like,
is that something that y'all are still learning about him, that differentiate between a bad stank face and a good stank face?
We're still trying to differentiate.
It's hard to read sometimes, right?
yeah.
So, okay, guys. So you filmed your very first music video it was in Hollywood, Florida?
Yeah.
Hollywood, Florida,
or was it
yes.
Hollandale Beach, or was it just Hollywood area?
Both Hollandale and then Hollywood.
Nice area.
I'm
I
not
love that
familiar.
area. He is.
I am. I took some of them to my house.
Yeah?
It was really nice. I was like, this is home to me. We went to Pennsylvania and performed as well, and it was like,
did you?
it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Nice. How was that to be at home and?
It was far. We were in Hershey, so it was far away from my actual home. But like as soon as we landed, I was like, "This is Pennsylvania. I feel like I'm home."
So when you guys go to your each other's homes like that, do you take them to do the touristy things? Like, I mean, obviously Oliver isn't going to take you to Disney, you know, because that's the Orlando thing or Universal.
He could.
He could.
Whoa, listen, hold up, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I need another job.
Hold up, pause.
But do you do things like, you know, take them to specific foods and stuff like that? Unique
I
to
wasn't
your-
really. I've only been to Hershey a few times growing up, so like I didn't really know what to do. But I did make them go on a long walk,
Well, hold up.
like a 6-mile walk.
He introduced it to Sheets. For the first time.
Sheets is dope.
Okay.
Don't forget about that one.
So Sheetz is a gas station. It's a Superior Wawa.
Yeah.
Got it.
Cancel.
Got it.
Sorry.
I was like, Sheets, okay.
It's a gas station. It's really good.
Like every
Like
time.
Stripes in Texas. The Texas Stripes with the Laredo Taco Company sign is
yeah.
life.
Yeah, we're more of a Bucky state.
Oh, you're a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
No. Deep South Texas. I lived there. It was a Stripes with the Laredo Taco Company emblem, because if you did, you walked in there and it was homemade tacos. Like
Dang.
every day.
That's
it was
true.
fantastic.
I do like Stripes.
But Buc-ee's is life too. Is it like a Buc-ee's?
No.
No, it's exactly what a Wawa is, just better.
Debatable.
Debatable?
It's debatable.
Yeah, it is,
Okay.
it is.
Really, every time we were driving the car, he'd be like, sheets. Let's get sheets.
It's like at 2 a.m. if you're hungry, you go there, like that kind of vibe.
Oh, kind of like a White Castle or a Crystal type thing, but not a burger joint.
No, no, don't. Yeah,
Got it.
like deep fried mac and cheese. Like that's what you get. Like the mac and cheese bites. That's what you get.
You just like spoke my love language. Seriously, I love macaroni.
Let's go to sheets.
Everybody hop on the plane.
Okay, guys, so we're going to have a little bit of fun here. I'm going to have a few questions for you all because everybody wants to know these questions. I did a poll. Oh,
I'm sorry?
what girls want to know?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So as a group, which one of you is the shy guy?
Oh,
Who's the shyest?
I think between those two.
Yeah, it's gotta be between me
You
and
think
you.
it's between
Us two?
I think it's between us three.
No, Brian says hi to everyone.
Yeah, Brian goes out there, man.
You guys set Brian in front because he talks a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It cannot be Brian.
No, yeah, it's probably
No, he
between us.
talks. He just does his shit. No, I'm saying.
We'll just shake on it.
I'm about to say
Shake on it.
Okay,
Shake on
so
it.
it's a tie.
it's a tie. Yeah.
Got it.
I get nervous.
I think for
easily.
both of us, you just gotta like get to know us, and then we open up. But like,
Yeah.
we'll just be like, hi. Like, we're not like closed off, but we're not very. open.
It's just like, come on, talk to me.
I mean, but like if I'm feeling it, I'll be straight up. Hey! But I mean, like if I don't like see like we're not like clicking or nothing, be like, how are you?
Nice.
Nice to meet you.
Got you. So who has the best hair?
Yo, what?
Wow.
I don't know. Those are some nice curls.
Well, he changes it all the time.
Yeah.
I do.
It always looks good, so.
Thank you.
Gotcha. That's some complimentary things. So we went from the shyest. Who is the party animal?
Why do you always try to go?
Wait a minute, the shy
It
guy?
makes no sense.
Where's the party tonight?
There's no tonight.
I will check your phone right now.
Okay. I'm going home. Sheesh.
Who takes the longest to get ready?
Yeah, that's probably me.
That's gotta
Pretty
be
hair.
Alex.
Gotcha.
She's so pretty.
Pretty hair. Best hair.
There's a reason, so yeah.
Yeah.
So who's always late to rehearsal?
Yeah. I'll
You.
go with me. I'll go.
Yeah, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with
Okay. And this is debatable. Pizza or tacos? Answer this very carefully because I am very particular.
Where from?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Pizza
can't be in generally speaking.
Such
See,
a.
that's also not fair either.
It's not fair.
Generally.
Which are you most likely to pick up?
For me,
Pizza or
For me,
tacos?
tacos.
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 Recently tacos, yes.
All right.
Okay, Dylan.
Since moving.
You come from the state.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that one guy.
Don't be that here.
Not from here. I will get no tacos here in Florida.
No, I have to show you where to get them. Trust me. There's
Taco
some
Bell.
really good ones. No.
trust
I'm
I'm going to
Gringos
trust you
is really
because I've
You're going
trusted
to
a
have to
bunch of
trust me.
people.
I will show you because I can
They've let
take.
me down severely.
No. So, all right. So, you guys know there's a trend out there. She's a 10,
Oh boy.
right? This is easy. I'm not digging deep into this for you guys. I promise. But it's trending. So I thought that this would be a great opportunity for people to get to know your style, especially all the girls that just absolutely adore you.
Or get us canceled.
We're not going to get you canceled, I promise. And then we're going to talk about some of the experiences you guys have had with your audience. Okay?
That's dope.
All right, so she's a 10, but she goes to sleep at 8 p.m.
Oh, 0.
She goes to bed at 8 p.m. Done.
0.
So yeah.
It's just a life together.
I guess
She has her life together. 0.
She's probably like a 3.
Or she's a minor.
That's perfect.
she's an 8.
He said she's
7 or
gonna-
8.
Yeah, I was 7 or 8. That's why I'm good too.
All right.
We know.
She's a 10, but she hates dogs.
0.
Oh, wow, that was quick. No
Yeah.
thought.
I'll go with it
Like
too.
if she like really hates dogs.
Like she does not like dogs at all.
0.
Doesn't tolerate them at all.
Real
Negative
quick.
2.
-2.
Real
Dogs
quick.
are cute.
Yeah.
Real quick.
I love cats, but dogs are cute. You can't just beat them for existing.
All right. She's a 10, but she doesn't dance well.
That's okay. 8.
You're
8.
crazy. You're crazy.
You don't dance well, bro.
Bro, what you talking about? What you talking about? I'll bust a move right now.
Yeah, I can't dance either. So I'm cool. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, ladies. It's okay.
I love to dance. She has the vibe, so 4.
A 4. Gotcha. All right. She's a 10, but she's taller than you.
I don't mind. I don't mind. She's a 9. I don't mind.
No, taller than me though.
She's a 4.
That's tall.
6'4".
Yeah,
What if she's as tall as you,
that's okay.
and then she puts on heels so that she's taller than you?
I gotta wear platforms.
He's wearing
There's no
heels
way.
too.
We're both going out in heels
Yeah.
tonight, girl.
It's a group decision.
Just wear your Doc Martens. You'll be fine.
Okay, so he's like, Oliver's like, I don't care.
I don't
Like a
care.
9.
A 9? There you go. Okay.
9, yeah.
Okay.
10. She can reach on the top shelf.
Oh, that's so true.
To get all the stuff
Especially
down.
for you. Don't be talking.
All right, she's a 10, but she doesn't like going out in public.
Oh.
She's a hermit
She's a 1.
crab.
She's a 1.
Introvert.
3, a 1.
Yeah. Who hurt her?
Who hurt her? Aw.
Is she okay?
Is she okay?
She just doesn't like to go out. She doesn't like public.
I give her an 8.
She's a 1.
Oh, so you kind of like a homebody then. I gotcha. What you said?
We're traveling the world.
8. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah?
That's cool.
Just chilling all the
Just chilling.
time. All right.
I'll give her a 6.
A 6. Okay.
You can watch Stranger Things all night. I mean,
Watch
All
Stranger
night.
Things.
I got Brian for that.
I thought that would be a good question just because you guys are always going places. So
Yeah.
there's got to be a time for you guys to relax too. So if you're like constantly, people are asking, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out, let's go out. And you're like, I just got back though. I just got back. You know, it can
Yeah.
be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
All right, here's the big one. Embrace yourselves. She's a 10, but she doesn't like your music.
5.
That's fair.
5. 5.
A 5, okay.
5.
Meet you halfway.
Is she supportive?
She just doesn't like your music. Didn't say anything about her not supporting you. She's like, yeah, I love what you do, but can we not play that song?
Oh, like an 8.
oh, like an 8.
I don't like
That's
your
solid.
music. I'm not buying your album.
4.
But she's not buying the album.
She should support though.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll give her some leeway. She supports.
She's honest.
Yeah.
So that's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. So, speaking of all of your fans, I know you guys have been performing a lot, especially in these crowds of just girls going wild. I've seen the videos, I've heard the shrilling screams, especially at the cheer competition. Woo! Woo! What is one of the most wild experience that you guys have had in a group of your fans?
I'd definitely say is when we went to Pennsylvania. I don't know if it was just for me, but I kind of got lost.
So it was that one time I got lost in the crowd and you guys left me?
No, he didn't get lost. He got taken.
Yeah, you're right. No, well, they
was
told us
stolen.
they told us to go out and interact with the girls, and we're like, all right, cool. So we went out there, we walked in a line, and then we're all like giving them like high fives and everything. They're like, can you like take a picture with me? I'm like, sure. And next thing I know, I'm like, huh!
Gone.
I'm gone, and I look back and they're nowhere to be found.
Oh no, we saw it happen. We just left.
Left him.
That was so funny. Like,
He's the youngest one, though. You have to like make sure
I didn't
he's
know
okay,
y'all just
right?
left.
That's
We
what made the
left
joke really
stage.
funny.
I was like, "Where's Oliver?" And I ran back and I just yanked him. I was like, "What are you doing? Let's go." He's
Well,
like,
they were
"Oh,
saying we got to go, and I was like, okay, let's go.
go.
And then like some of them were tall. I couldn't see Oliver.
Oliver blended in."
It was scary. I'm not gonna lie.
they were really getting.
So, what about your first performance in front of a large group? What was that like? Was there any nerves? Were you nervous? Was it fun?
I had a blast. I think we all did.
Yeah.
It was really crazy because it's like the first time we were on stage as a group.
Where was it?
Was it in Pennsylvania?
As 5 was PA, but our very first on stage, he was there.
I was there.
But he wasn't like
in the show
performing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was like our very first.
Yeah.
And that one was intense. There's
That was us
stories and
for,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're nervous, like how are people gonna like respond to this? Because it's all of our original music, you
Yeah.
have no idea. And a majority of people there, they were super supportive. I had a blast. It was
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Some tall girl was losing it over Dylan.
I got grabbed.
I was laughing my face off. It was
But you
hilarious.
like the tall girl thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like all about it.
12.
12. He's a 12.
Yeah, for sure.
So what would you guys say, you know, this experience, what do you hope happens as you guys continue to grow as a group? Do you guys want to be as big as, you know, Backstreet and NSYNC? Y'all want to tour
I do.
worldwide? What do you want to do?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the goal.
That'd be awesome.
Go.
That'd be dope.
To make music, just keep performing and just keep building, you know, keep building that bond, and yeah, it's really cool.
Tour.
I just hope every day is like a new experience. Is what I hope. And like, well, it has been, but like I hope that every day is just something new, something we've never done before, and just that we all come together and make great music.
Nice. So, I know I didn't ask you this ahead of the interview. Whoops. Surprise. I'm full of surprises. Can you guys harmonize a little bit for me together? Are your voices warmed up enough to do that?
It's her smile, her walk, it's the way she talks, how I just lose my mind when I can't get enough, and I just can't keep chasing a love that's too far, but baby I can't get enough.
I'm in love. Oh, you guys sound amazing.
I forgot my note completely.
No, it's kind of, you know what? It was perfect because I caught you guys off guard and you guys just, like, that came together. You guys sound amazing together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So what are some of the things that, you know, talking about like next year, do you guys have anything big planned yet, or is that something in the works?
We can't say much yet, but it's a
Okay.
lot of stuff in the works. Hopefully some touring.
Nice.
And yeah, just releasing a lot more music, so we're all very excited about that.
Exciting. So, okay, I know you guys have an Instagram page. How can people find you guys on social media?
Well, we are at No Lonely Hearts on all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And then if you guys want to find our, it's also at No Lonely Hearts on Spotify, Apple Music, basically everything, every streaming service.
And there will be no lonely hearts in the building, right? None.
Just a
None.
lot of stuttering from me.
It's okay. I do that too. So I get that. All right. What would you guys tell if your fans? I would say if you had one thing that you could tell your fans about reaching their goals and dreams, what would it be? Individually, you can answer this, or as a group.
Okay, yeah. Should I look at the camera? Should I no, just back you. I'm so sorry. I went rogue. I went rogue.
It's okay.
Just to follow your dreams. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Keep going and just use any rejection as motivation to just push harder. You've got this.
All right. It's got to be hard, though, sometimes dealing with a lot of the juggling of the balance of your life, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So how do you guys deal with some of the stressors that come? I mean, because I know that when you're doing music all the time and you're practicing and you're getting your choreography together and then you're going and performing and you're doing personal appearances, public appearances and stuff like that, how do you guys balance that all together? Do you guys rely on each other to kind of take some of the stresses off of one another, or what do you do when you're free time to relax?
I definitely think that there's a lot of leaning on each other because there's so much that goes into just this project specifically. Like, there's so much behind the scenes to make a boy band and make music and put on performances. So we're also 5 different people that have this roller coaster of emotions at any given time. So it's just knowing we're always there for each other when like things go left. And I think that's just like that's what keeps me going. It's just like these guys right here. It's really nice. So.
Aw, that sounds like a group hug moment, doesn't it?
Love you guys.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming, or taking time out of your busy schedule. And I know you guys got a lot to do, so I just wanted to thank you personally for coming on the show and having. I had a lot of fun. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, great time.
Okay, cool. So,
Thank you for
and you
having
guys
us.
are following me on Instagram now?
Yes, of course.
Yes, we
Are you going to actually watch
time.
this? Are you guys going to watch this when it airs?
Of course.
We're so excited.
It's not our schedule, you know?
All right, definitely. I'm gonna pencil me in, right? All right, so you're gonna remember me when you get really famous, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you guys had a single release. What was it called? And when did that happen?
Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer.
Cool.
Came out
Summer.
July 22nd.
Nice. And what's that song, or that's the album name, right? Okay. What song's on there? Which one is your favorite song on there?
It's a single.
It's a single.
Oh, it's a single album.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Got you. Okay, got you. So your single, what's the song about?
Just about, it's basically about how the summer can be a little hard sometimes, but you know, just trying to get through it, you know? Just also having fun, you know, and being able to get through summer with all the bumps there.
I saw portions of that video, and then somebody was asking for gas money. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciated having you. And that's going to do it for this episode of Riff on This. Be sure to stay locked in tight. We'll have another episode coming soon for you. Thanks for listening to Riff on This. A huge thank you to our special guest group, No Lonely Hearts. And be sure to follow them on Instagram and social media platforms by searching @NoLonelyHearts. Don't forget, you can link me on my social media. Just search Samara Kokinas News 6 on Facebook and Twitter. On Instagram, search Samara Kokinas. And before we go, a huge thank you to our behind-the-scenes production crew. What would I do without them? Derek Mosier, Ryan Haley, Chris Flora, Rich Burns, Ivan Diaz, Bob Myers, and Steve Griffiths. Please take some time to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And don't forget, sharing is caring, so tell a friend about us too. You can find videos of all the podcast episodes on clickorlando.com/riffonthis. Until next time, friends.